In Northwest Arkansas and in a lot of places, students often don't know where their food comes from. They haven't had the opportunity to go to a farm and see where food is grown, what it looks like when it's still in the ground.
Since 2007, we've just been continuing to grow here in Northwest Arkansas to the point now that we've actually, as an organization, have expanded to Central Arkansas and altogether are now reaching over 20,000 students in a year. We have some really great partnerships with schools starting early kindergarten of just kind of tasting something and harvesting something for the first time from the garden to all the way up until when they are in 5th grade and they're getting to cook with a skillet and learn what that process looks like as well too. With the idea that we can build on the lessons and the experiences that students are getting every year so that they are getting new knowledge, they're getting new exposures to different vegetables, and they're also gaining different skills as well too.
We had a group of 4th grade students on the farm today. When they get to the farm, we start with a nutrition education lesson. We talk about the differences between unprocessed and processed foods, how to read a food label, how to identify what kinds of nutrients different foods give your body so that they can choose what's best for what they love to do. We then come outside, we play some games, we talk about food pathways. So we talk about where foods start and how they get to your plate. We talk about plant adaptations. That's a state standard in 4th grade in Arkansas, talking about plant and animal adaptations. So we walk them through our farm, talk about different adaptations that our plants have that make them most successful in this environment. All the students get to harvest something. Today was radishes or beets. And then we go into our kitchen and we make a roasted root recipe that has 4 different root vegetables in it. The kids get to make that. They then get to eat it and then talk about what their experience was like.
By the time food ends up on their plate, they've actually had the opportunity to harvest something, they've had the chance to weigh it, wash it, prepare it, and then eat it. And by that point, the food is a little bit more demystified. It's something that they're more curious about and excited to try.
It's important that students from all over Arkansas, but particularly here where there's so much density and a lot of students don't have the access to a garden, to see how it grows and what that then looks like to get to their plate. One of the things that we hear the most, particularly when the students get to try the snack that they've made, there's a lot of grumbling sometimes when they're making the snack that they don't eat vegetables, they don't like vegetables. They're always so surprised by how delicious vegetables can be. And I think a lot of that is because we've connected it from growing in the soil to ending up on their plate. They've been part of that whole process, and that makes the vegetable a lot less concerning, a lot more familiar, and then kids are a lot more able to try those things with an open mind.
They get to love it and realize that this is something that tastes so good. They are so excited to be able to go home and immediately share with their families what it is that they just learned for the day, and then share with their families also like, hey, this is really good and it's really good for you too. And so we've had a number of parents who over the years have always told us like, oh yeah, actually like I need to go to the store now to be able to go and buy the ingredients for that recipe that they just learned when they're with you all at Appleseeds.
We try to educate students on how to make tasty snacks where their food comes from, but that doesn't really address access, which is sometimes what really is the barrier between a student trying or not trying a vegetable. So our food donation kind of fills that gap. The food donation program and the educational program work in tandem in that way, that we teach students how to eat vegetables, how to make them, how to try them with an open mind, how to cut them up and roast them, but then we also need to send those vegetables home with them so they can really try them at home with their adults. Just being able to give more kids this experience of being on a farm, seeing where the food comes from, and learning how to make it so that they have those skills as they grow up.